What's up, everybody? Thanks for looking at my movie reviews. Right now, I'm going to talk about Mortal Kombat the movie. It was released in early spring 1995, and for a lot of people, it brings about some very extreme hatred or fond memories. Siskel and Gene Siskel, when it first came out, gave it a thumbs up. Surprisingly enough, this is one of the few cases in which a video game turned movie didn't suck. Of course, if you solely argue that Mortal Kombat wasn't that good, I like for you to measure that against Street Fighter the movie, Super Mario Brothers the movie, Doom the movie, and God knows what else they decided to make into a film. The film stars Christopher Lambert as Raiden, Robin Shou as Liu Kang, Linden Ashbey played Johnny Cage, Cary Tagawa played Shang Tsung, and Bridget Wilson played Sonya Blade. Talisa Soto played Katana, and Chris Casamassa played Scorpion. The film pretty much follows the basic storyline of the Mortal Kombat video games. The ancient tournament, Outworld is about to win the last one before they invade the Earth. Raiden brings about the warriors, blah blah blah, they go in the fight. And of course, Liu Kang, him being the chosen one, fights Shang Tsung at the end and wins the tournament. But Shao Kahn decides to cheat the rules anyway. And therefore that leads for them to open up and make a sequel, which I guess they were going to do anyway, called Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Now, this being an action movie review, I haven't really done many sequels yet, but this is one sequel I refuse to review, simply because Mortal Kombat Annihilation sucked, and I wouldn't give it the time of day. I wish I could forget the day that I saw it. It sucked. Now, this film had very good action sequences. Robin Shou, he was coming from Hong Kong, he was trying to make a break in Hollywood, and this was the movie that did it. Now, of course, many people were skeptical at the time, and were definitely surprised that it became such a success after the disappointing Street Fighter intake at the box office and the disaster of the Super Mario Brothers movie, clearly miscasting Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo as Mario and Luigi respectively. But this film, everyone was pretty well cast in their parts. Although Jax didn't have too many scenes in this film, he does in the sequel. And of course, the action sequences were actually pretty decent. It actually felt like you were watching a martial arts film, and people were actually kicking ass on screen. Everybody except for Raiden. Now, apparently, Raiden is not supposed to interfere in the tournament, but for some reason in the games, he fights. You can play as him in most of the games. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. And, what else? Oh yeah, Shang Tsung is played by Cary Tagawa. I think this is very well casted. He actually feels like the evil sorcerer everybody imagines Shang Tsung to be. And of course, him fighting Liu Kang at the end, he does hold his own. And for the most part, many of the trademark moves from the game, of course, make it into the film. But the way they did it is, it didn't feel cheesy in any way, or corny. It's like they just had. It's not like the special moves are making a cameo appearance in the film. It sort of takes you by surprise. Everybody except for Sub-Zero, like you sort of know he's gonna do what he does. And of course, just like in the first game, Reptile shows up unexpectedly, and when you least expect it. This is a wonderful surprise, and this is definitely a nod to die-hard fans. It may throw mainstream fans out because they may not understand why is Reptile just jumping in all of a sudden, but many of the video game heads know why, and they appreciated it. Me personally, I was a young kid at the time, and I wasn't really good at Mortal Kombat, not as good as other kids were. But I still had fun playing the games, which led me to appreciate the movie even more when I first saw it. If I could give it a rating, I'd give it 4 out of 5, just because I love Mortal Kombat. like I said before, as far as the sequel goes, the sequel sucked. It only had two of the original cast members in it, and I'm not even going to review it. I recommend that you just if you want to watch the Mortal Kombat movie, this is the one. Just watch this one and don't even watch the sequel. For the most part, it makes no sense. It's retarded, and for some reason they decided to do animalities in it, and that was just it was stupid. It was terrible. Well, that's all I got to say about Mortal Kombat the movie. See you.